What is it you're launching? If it's a product, you know, okay, maybe you've got a slew of products. Pick one that we're going to work on per quarter. That is like the magic thing that not everyone realizes. I feel like they have this mass array of, maybe it's a clothing line and they're like, I want to bring it all out. No. Like, look at, you could be a fall collection, but like a mini fall. It's your fall collection. It's not all of it. It's your fall, right? That's what, you know, they swimsuit lines or bathing, whatever they focus on is just this little thing. Same thing with like a juice product. If you've got a whole slew of products, pick one thing from that product. It doesn't have to be the one. It could be like, all of these are on hydration. Great. Here's the group of hydration drinks. Sure, you've got these other ones here. Launch them at a different time, because what we're going to do is get your name out there for this first. So every podcast, every interview, every media thing you go on is for one thing per quarter. Get known for that. That way they get to know your product. If you overwhelm people too much, it's like, it's too much at once. You know, look at, I hate to say this, but look at, I hate McDonald's, but look at McDonald's. You know, what do? They come out with like a new burger. They don't say, here's my entire menu at once. You see the commercials for the new, like
the McRib.
Right. Or the McRib. It's the McRib the entire quarter. Have you noticed that? It's not the whole menu. It's the McRib. So they do that for the whole quarter. It's the same thing. You know, if it's, you know, your book that you're promoting and you've got many other ones, great. This is your main one. Pick one. This is the one you're launching. And this is a program. Pick one program. It's that for that quarter. We can always come back to the other ones in the next quarter. There's 4 quarters in a year. You got 4 products you can promote in a year. That's a big sauce. So yeah, I started doing the business coaching with that. And then from there, if maybe you already have your platform ready, and maybe you're like, okay, I'm want to get into PR. Maybe you've been doing PR for a long time and you feel like you've hit a plateau and you're kind of like stuck and you want to create something new. That's when I'm like, okay, let's launch a book. Let's launch another product or a program. Let's create something to launch. Because again, you always want to have the next thing coming out. Those are your call to actions, by the way. And so that's when I launched the book coaching program that I have, because and I've been doing that for quite some time. Again, I've worked in literary forever, you know, with the film industry and a lot of books as well. And now working the past few years being a lot in the literary world, the publishing world is a hard place to navigate. It's hard, it's confusing. So what I love to do is teach about those magic sauces to help you navigate that publishing world. And there are 3 ways to publish, and not everyone knows that. So I like to teach about what they are, why, and what feels best for you and where you fit in. And maybe it's like, you know, you've always wanted to write a book, but you have no idea where to start or what you should write about. That's okay. Because I also work with you on the idea. Again, it doesn't matter if it's a launch of a program or the launch of a book. It's the same, in my mind, it's the same sauce, like the same formula. And I help you get that out. And then what we do is we pitch it. We pitch to publishers, and I've gotten everyone except one. So.
And that's a 90-day program for your book launching thing?
It is 8 weeks.
8 weeks. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Even shorter.
8 weeks. I know.
and that can be and for the audience that want to get more credibility, a book is such a perfect thing. And there's so much intimidation behind creating a book. And I've talked to some people that told them it took them 16 months to write their book, but wow.
Yep.
8 weeks.
8 weeks. Now, Kevin, if you're writing a full historical novel, it might be more for the research, but it's 8 weeks to get a pitch. Because what we're doing, what I'm teaching, is it's 8 weeks that we need, and it could be faster. Some people get it in 6 weeks, but I always do 8 weeks because we need those 2 extra weeks just to like go through stuff. Or maybe those 2 weeks are, you save the cause for later. But I'm saying it's never less than 6 weeks. It's 6 to 8 weeks. And you'll get, I call it get paid to write your book. Because when you're pitching to a publisher, you don't need the whole book. In fact, don't. You only need 2 chapters written. That's it. That's it. You've got plenty of time to write your book once you're signed. Because if you're going, there's 3 ways to publish. You've got your self-publishing route, you've got your traditional publishing, and you've got the hybrid in the middle, which is the best of both worlds. So with the traditional route, They have full final say and control. They get the final edits, and they pay for everything up front. Usually you get paid up front as well. It's a small percent in the back end, but this is around 14 months to publish ish. Could be more, 14 to 16 for sure. Not going to come out any sooner. Traditional, you're going to pay for everything up front. You're responsible for everything. And yes, you can get it out right away, 2 weeks maybe, or sooner, you know, however that's however fast you move through that, finding your illustrator, your cover person, all that jazz, you can do it pretty quickly. But remember, you're doing everything. The middle route is the best of both. You're published under a main publisher house. So someone like Ingram does it. There's like Ingram Spark, but there's also Simon & Schuster has one. And then underneath of them, they've got a publishing house that basically, they've got several houses under them, but this one is like the hybrid. And the hybrid one, they don't give you anything up front, like a forward, you know, but I mean, they don't pay you up front, but they pay for everything up front. So you're not ditching out of your pocket up front, which is great. You get final say as well. So like when it comes to the editing and the book design, they're going to suggest things, but you do get the final say. I always say this is the best for, I have a lot of coaches or intuitive people that are set on their ways. This is going to be the best way to publish a book, because this way you don't have control with the traditional. With this one, you do. So again, like weighing your pros and cons, the book does come out quicker this way too. The book is around 8 to 12 months for this one. So it is a little quicker. And you're under the main publishing house still. There is usually, and you do get a bigger back end. You get around 25 to 35, depending percent wise.